bird, he will immediately free a black niche into which Yusuf's black bird will enter and deposit part of the evil with which it is loaded. Meanwhile, Ali's negative messenger will have deposited its load of hate into the niche freed by Yusuf, blackbird. Thus, both blackbirds will have reached their goal and harmed the people they were aimed at. But, adds Bokar, once their task is accomplished, each bird will return to its original nest, for it is said that each thing returns to its source. The evil with which they were loaded not being depleted, this evil will turn on its authors and will finish by destroying them. The author of an evil thought, an evil wish, or a curse is thus hurt by both his enemy's blackbird and his own blackbird when it returns to him. Of course, the same mechanism functions with the white birds, but positively. If, whatever the circumstances, we send out only good thoughts, only blessings, when our enemy is sending us just the contrary, his blackbirds will not find a place to rest, and ours will return filled with the positive energy which they carried with them. And the blackbirds of our opponent will be returned to the sender stronger than when they left. Thus, concluded Bokar, if we send out only good thoughts, no evil, no curse can ever reach us in our being. That is why we must always bless friend and foe alike. Not only will the blessings fly towards its objective to fulfill its mission of appeasement, but it will one day or another return to us with all the good with which it was loaded. Beautiful, right? Well, I've been putting blessing into practice for the last 3 weeks particularly. I think about gratitude a lot, but I haven't really thought about blessing as a particular practice. So I've been waking up and blessing everything, blessing myself first, and I want to make that as a really strong statement. I am worthy of blessing. I am already a blessing by birth. Right? I am a blessing of the divine. So I am worthy of blessing. So I bless myself. And then I bless all around me. I bless the day. I bless all the day's activity. I bless all the nations and all the people. So, in that blessing, just recently I had this experience as I was flying to California, which is a long flight, and there were 3 very young children that were flying on the plane. And well, there's chitter-chatter noise, moaning and wincing and groaning and eeing. And, but then there was crying. So I immediately went into blessing. I just centered myself in peace. And I sent light, the light of peace, to all of these children and to their parents, wherever they were sitting. And it was peace and harmony, calm and comfort. I bless you with these qualities. And by the time I was finished blessing them, all had stopped crying. And it happened a second time. I got another chance to practice. So immediately I went into meditation and blessed everybody, knew comfort, peace, and harmony. And by the time I finished, the crying had stopped and never started again. I had another experience that, does anybody here have difficult relationships that they work on?
No. Never.
Well,
Pick an easier
oh, it's easy, right? Blessings? We're working on blessings. We're learning these tools. So I have relationships, one in particular where I was experiencing a lot of discord in conversation and feeling the heat rising and even anger tones or other things that I would not like to share. So I have begun blessing every day this relationship, this individual, and blessing myself for peace, understanding, compassion, open-heartedness, all of which I know I am, but blessing in consciousness this relationship. And the last 3 times we have been together, the conversation has been open, calm, peaceful, respectful, even with a comment, "That was a really good conversation." Yeah. So I'm just saying. So in all things, let us be grateful. I just wanted to share this. We've got plenty of time. This one last thing with from this book, which truly is quite lovely. If you want to pick it up, it's a nice book to meditate on. But this is from Nelson Mandela, and this is about the universal that we are all experiencing. Why are we experiencing pain and sorrow at other people's loss? Because we identify with that loss. We know what loss is. So, former South African President Nelson Mandela wrote in his biography, The Long Walk to Freedom. Freedom is indivisible. Freedom is a quality of God. It's eternal, it's infinite, it belongs to everybody. It is indivisible. The chains on any one of my people were the chains on all of them. The chains on all of my people were the chains on me. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Freedom, which is an aspect of wholeness, cannot be a private possession. I mean, that gives me chills. There is no private ownership in life. Can't remember which sage just said, oh, it was Muji. I was sharing with somebody listening to Muji, who is a Buddhist sage. And he said, of course, we know this from psychology as well now, that we do not own our children, right? They aren't even on loan. I hadn't heard that one. They aren't even on loan. They are independent living entities within the whole. So
with their own inner being guiding them.
That's right. With their own inner being guiding them. Exactly. Yeah. So what is my responsibility? To connect with that inner being guiding me, to live truth, wholeness, peace, and harmony, so that is reflected back to me as the gift of my thanksgiving, paying it forward. So again, feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. Right? Taking things for granted. I think this is one of the most unfortunate transgressions of all of us today. And maybe it's because there's so much, I don't know. But expressing the thanksgiving for every gift. I know that I do quite a lot because I'll see something, I'll hear something, I'll feel something. I go, thank you, God. It's just a reminder. Thank you, God, that's flowing through this life as all of us. And I'm a receiver right now. So, in closing, I'm going to invite us to affirm together with this little prayer. Divine love,
Divine love,
acting on the law of attraction,
acting on the law of attraction
throughout the universe,
throughout the universe,
brings into my life
brings into my life
exactly what I need
exactly what I need
to experience,
to experience,
grow,
grow,
and progress
and progress
in the present moment,
in the present moment,
and to fill the cup of my joy
and to fill the cup of my joy
right now
right now
and in all things.
and in all things.
And I am so grateful.
And I am so grateful.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you.
I'd like to invite Isaac up to the stage. He's going to join us for this one.